push record. Hello, everybody. Welcome to our normal Tuesday evening. Tonight, we're doing a presentation on our home care products. As I said, I have invited a couple of guests, and hopefully they'll log on as we go along. But I'm not going to be doing the full presentation because I've got a special guest. I don't think she realizes she's a special guest, but I've got a special guest nonetheless. So we are in spring. I think spring forgot about what it's supposed to be doing at the moment because it's extremely cold and wet over here where I am on the lower south coast. But with spring comes spring cleaning. And as we've seen over the past little series, we obviously need to make sure that the cleaning is particularly safe and healthy for us. So we are going to be talking about our cleaning products. Now, let me share my screen. And where's this thing? Oops, hang on. I think what I've forgotten to do when I do this, I need to share my sound, otherwise nobody's going to hear anything from our special guest. Okay, right, so we are with the company Neolife, as we all know by now. We have a very good, please let me know if you're not seeing anything, but I'll assume that you can. Right. So most households have a lot of cleaning to do. Most households have got a whole lot of cleaning products to clean the windows and floors and the tiles and the bath and everything else. But the average household needs just 4 products to clean the entire house from floor to ceiling. Number 1 is Super 10. Number 2 is LDC. Number 3 is the G1 laundry powder. And number 4 is Care, which is our disinfectant. These products are all low dose and low burden. So we don't, when we ship these products around the country, we don't transport water, so we transport product. So there's less water being transported around the country. And therefore, we're using less packaging as well. And as a result, less energy, and we create less waste. So we are protecting the environment, not just from the products, but also from having less waste in the environment. And we have maximum performance from minimum product because they are concentrated, they're economical, they're versatile, and they're earth-friendly. And those are the 4 things that hooked me originally into this business, because I wanted to save money and I wanted to keep my home and my environment safe from toxins, specifically when our kids were small. So this is 3 of the 4 basic products that we need in pretty much any home. Now, how do they work? And I'm going to ask our special guest to explain to us how Super 10 works. Please tell me if you cannot hear the sound.
Now, Super 10 is an all-purpose cleaner. It's very economical. It substitutes a lot of other cleaning products in your home. In fact, it substitutes all of them. And most homes, I find, got more than 10 different cleaning products under their zinc. So I just want to demonstrate this to you by diluting it in a 1:10 dilution in this handy spray bottle. It's marked off like there's 1 part, and then I'm going to fill it up with water to the 10 mark, just like this. As you can see there, it's up to that little mark. Let's fill it up with water. Now this dilution, as I said, makes actually 11 liters or 22 of this half-liter spray bottles. So it is extremely economical, and we got price comparisons that show actually how it compares to the other products that I was talking about, the 10 different other products that you got under your zinc. This is so economical. So ask the person who show you this video to just share the price comparison with you. The nozzle can adjust. It can make like a fine mist. So you can spray it in the air as an air freshener. It takes bad smells away. It doesn't make a mixture of roses and fish or whatever. It just takes the smell away, smoke smells, any bad smells in your house. Now, I'm just going to do a demonstration for you on a piece of carpet. Now, this is the kind of carpet that you find in most homes. This is wax crayon. This is what our kids use to color in their books. So I'm going to make a nice big mark on this carpet. I hope you can all see this very clearly. So I'm just going to spray in the center of this mark so that you can see once it's clean. Now remember, I said there's no caustics in the product. So whatever surface you spray it on, just leave it for a few seconds to do the job. Whether you spray it on the bath, the tiles, the floors, everywhere. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to loosen it a little bit with my finger because pieces of wax broke off in the carpet, just like this. Give it another spray. And then what you do is you take a piece of towel. You can use paper towel, but this is the material towel, and you just put it on top of it and you dab it out. So on the floor it works easier because normally a carpet is on the floor, you can just step on it, but now I'm just dabbing it. Don't do this, no elbow grease, it makes a bigger mess. So dab it out and voila, this is what you get. Can you see there? The spot is out and the dirt is on the carpet, on the piece of towel. So it also removes other marks like a doggy stain on a carpet, a cup of tea that is spilled, a glass of red wine that is spilled on the carpet. So blood, lipstick, all those kind of marks you can remove with Super 10. If the surface can take water, you can use Super 10 on it. What we also do is at your washing machine, when you spray your collars and cuffs, you can just spray the Super 10 on it, leave it for a while and put it in the washing machine instead of using other caustic stuff. And then if you make it a little bit stronger, the 1 in 3 we call the heavy duty dilution, then you can, it actually works on petroleum based oils the best, Super 10. So you can clean a car engine with it, oil marks, everything you with petroleum in, you can clean with it. And then we also find that you can clean your oven inside with it very, very effectively. The oven must be hot. Now, instead of using a caustic product that we normally used to use, you must have masks and you must wear gloves and all that, and you cannot inhale the fumes. But with Super 10, it's so safe you can spray it on your hand. If you do this with a caustic product, I promise you, you will probably have a hole on the other side. But Super 10, you can even spray in your mouth. So you clean your oven inside, hot oven, spray it, leave it for 10 minutes, give it another spray, and you can and wipe it out. Even your stove tops, all kitchen areas where you work, you can clean with Super 10. Chrome kettles, the stainless steel stuff in your kitchen, you can very easily clean with the Super 10. So this is a very versatile, very, very economical product, and you cannot be without Super 10 in your house.
Now, Krishna's going to tell us about LDC as well, because I think this has to be my favorite product. Oops. Sorry, this one just takes a little bit of time to load.
The next product that I want to demonstrate to you is LDC. Now, LDC stands for Light Duty Concentrate. And LDC substitute all soap in your house. It's got a coconut oil base and it's very, very soft on your hands. Again, no caustics in. So you dilute LDC in this little mixing bottle, 1 part to 5 parts of water. So I'm going to dilute it for you. It's a nice thick orangey liquid, and you actually make 6 liters out of 1 liter. So I'm just going to fill it up. It's up to that little mark there. And fill it up with water. And this one product substitute actually all soap in your house. Whenever you think of using soap in your house, like bars of soap at your basin, your shower, the bath, wherever you use bars of soap, you can substitute with the LDC. And also in the kitchen, you can actually use it to wash your dishes in ice cold water. Now I've asked my domestic lady, she's my right hand, I've asked her to come and help me with the demonstration. Her name is Margie. Margie, come along and assist me with the demo. This is Margie. Okay, so Margie, I'm going to put some cooking oil on your hands, and then we're going to wash it in ice cold water to demonstrate that you can use the LDC in ice cold water. Rub it into your hands like that nicely and show the camera how nice and greasy it looks. Okay, so now I'm going to put the LDC on, and she's going to wash her hands. All right, wash your hands. And this is cold water. Now just to make sure that it is cold, I'm going to put some ice in the water. As you can see, there's some ice, just to make sure that it is really cold. Now, if you ever try to wash your greasy pots and pans and dry grits in ice cold water, I promise you it won't work. So let's put some cold water on the oil, like this. Wash your hands. Is it cold?
It's cold.
Very cold. And some ice bricks as well. Okay, so now you dry your hands. And then you can tell us if there's still oil on your hands.
No.
And does it smell?
No.
Oh, fantastic. Thank you, Margie. Thank you very much. You can take this. I could just show the camera maybe. It keeps fat in suspension. So there's little drops of oil that will be on the water. So when you pull the plug, you won't have a ring in your basin. And the same applies to your bath. If you pull the plug, there will not be a ring in the bath. So put your kids in the bath and they play themselves clean, and you can just pull the plug. The bath will be clean. And the other product that I want to demonstrate the LDC is for cleaning your vegetables. It's very important that you wash all the pesticides and herbicides off from your vegetables before you cook it. Now I've got a broccoli head here that I've cut in two. Now what you normally do when you cook your broccoli, you break it up in florets, and then you just wash it under the tap and you put it in the pot to cook it. But that is not good enough. Water alone is not good enough. I want to demonstrate to you that what happens if you put water on just water on top of the broccoli. The farmers spray the vegetables and the broccoli with a sticker. It's a layer, a fatty layer that they spray on top of it, so that when they put pesticides and herbicides on it, the rain and the sprinkle of the water won't wash the poison off. So we need to get rid of the poison. So this is what normally happens when you wash your vegetables. Can you see there? It runs off like an umbrella. So you can use this as a nice umbrella, this broccoli. Okay. Now, if I put some LDC in the water, like this, give it a nice squirt in there, and I'm just going to take half of this because I've cut it in two pieces so that you can actually see the difference. So I'm going to clean this half in the water with the LDC in like this, just nice and clean. It actually breaks that fatty layer, the sticker layer on top of it, and it gets rid of the pesticides. So if I put this back now where it was, just to show you what is happening when you wash it again. That one is the dirty one still. Can you see there? It's still like an umbrella. This side is the clean side. Can you see what happens? The water runs straight through it, and the surface tension is broken like this. Okay, now if you look at the color closely, you will see the one side is nice and green and the other one is still grayish. Which side would you like to eat? I definitely would prefer this clean side. Okay, so this is just a demo on how you can use LDC also for cleaning your vegetables.
Right, so as you can see, these products are very, very versatile. They're concentrated. Your Super 10 will make up 11 of, or it makes up 22 of our spray bottles, because each spray bottle holds about 500 mils. And the LDC makes up approximately 11 of the little squirt bottles as well. It's powerful, yet gentle, because Super 10 will clean car engines, grease or oil marks, tile grouting, shower mold, stains like ink, lipstick, wax crayons, red wine. And the LDC is gentle, yet powerful for dishwashing, all household surfaces, waxed floors, bath cleaner, bubble bath, hand wash, and jewelry cleaner. It's economical because together we replace 15 to 20 different products in the home. And this saves between 60 to 70% on a household budget. That is a significant saving. And it's earth friendly. It's biodegradable. We use recyclable packaging, which means less waste in landfills and less plastic in the oceans. And then the product that's really come into its own during this COVID season, Care. It's a highly concentrated disinfectant designed to destroy a wide variety of germs. 1 liter makes up to 50 liters of disinfectant for the average household use. For hospital use, you can use 1 to 10. So a 1 to 10 dilution will sterilize a hospital theater. You know how fussy they are. Yet for normal domestic use that you and I would use in our homes, you're going to make 1 to 50 dilution. So it's economical. You have a concentrate which you dilute with water according to what you need to do with it. It's earth friendly, it's biodegradable, and once again, recyclable packaging. And Krishna will just show us exactly how this little lot works as well.
Our next product is Care. Care is a very versatile disinfectant, and on Care we got a SABS certificate that it kills 99.9% of known germs. Now Care substitute all disinfectants in your house. Doesn't matter what you think of. Maybe think of cleaning a toilet or a drain and disinfect that. Or you think maybe of an open wound where you've cut yourself or a child is fallen down and is got scratch marks on his skin. You can disinfect it with Care. Care also stops fine bleeding. And also when your husband is maybe shaven himself and had spot bleedings where you've perhaps shaved himself, Care will stop that fine bleedings as well. Now, we dilute Care 1 to 50 for normal general household cleaning and 1 in 10 for hospital grade cleaning. Now, nowadays with the pandemic, we always dilute the Care 1 in 10 and we use that as a disinfectant to disinfect the hands and all the surfaces in your kitchen and your bathroom and so on. They suggest that you actually spray it on and leave it for 5 minutes. If you look at the back of the bottle, it will actually show you there exactly what germs it kills and the time that you need to expose it to the Care to get the best effect. So Care is really a product that is much needed in the house.
And then my other favorite product, G1 Laundry Compound, because you only want the best for your wash. Krishna will show us again how this one works.
The next product that I want to demonstrate is the G1 Laundry Compound. Now G1 is a pure soap powder. There's no packers and fillers in, and it washes out of your clothes completely. And it's anti-allergic for people that's got allergies from other washing powders. You won't have any problem with this getting a rash when you sweat and the sweat comes in contact with the shirt. that was washed in another washing powder. All right, so this is so concentrated, you get 133 washes out of one 2-kilo bag. And this is the scoop that you use. And I want to show you the difference between the amount of the normal washing powders. So I take 1 scoop of our washing powder like this, and I'm going to put it on the plate there. This is the amount that you use for lightly soiled clothes. If it's a more heavily soiled, you can use 2 scoops, and that is now for a 5-kilogram load of washing. Okay, this is some shop powder. I've just closed the name of the brand, but this is the amount that they suggest for 1 load of washing. Okay, can you see this amount? There's a huge difference between this and this, and just think what it does to your soil. Our washing powder is also biodegradable, so you can have your washing machine water run in the garden. It won't spoil the soil. Okay, so very, very economical. Now, before you start using this washing powder in your machine, maybe your machine is clogged up with all the old washing powders. So what we suggest is that you put in an old towel in the machine, let it heat up the water, and then give it a cycle right through. Because what this washing powder will do is it will clean the pipes and the drum and the inside of your machine. So all the dirt will come out of the machine and it will stick into the towel that you've put in. So thereafter your machine will be clean. And your machine's inside, the pipes and that will last much longer if you use this washing powder. So very, very economical. But this is absolutely a huge difference in the amount that is suggested for a 5-kilo load of washing. You can also use our washing powder in the dishwasher. It works very effectively. I'm using that all the time. Just a little, not even a full scoop, you put in your dishwasher. And you can use the LDC for the rinse aid. And you get a perfect wash every time, and it's so much more economical than the expensive dishwashing soaps that you can buy for your dishwashing machines.
So once again, just to summarize, the G1 laundry is more concentrated than general laundry powders. So you're using 20 mils versus 200 mils. It's effective in hard or soft water, and it removes a variety of stains and you can use it at low temperatures. When we wash, we normally use cold water. And 2 kilos will provide 155 washes, and this is worked on a load of 5 kilos as an average. Again, it's biodegradable. It has a vegetable-based surfactant. It saves energy because you're using cold water. It's phosphate-free, which means that if you happen to be near a river or the ocean like I am, you can be rest assured that when your laundry wash or the wastewater goes out into the environment, it's not going to pollute and cause problems, which makes it non-polluting as well. So, isn't it time that you detox your home and go green? Remember, Neolife or Golden products were green very much long before green was a buzzword, because everything these days has the buzzword of green attached to it. And we've been green for significantly longer than that. We're on a mission to make the world a healthier and happier place. Thanks for sharing this presentation with me. Please speak to the person who invited you. Chat to them about how you can save your home and your pocket and your environment. Thanks for being with us this evening. I'll stop sharing my screen. There we go. Anybody got any questions? If you do, please unmute and feel free to ask any questions that you might have. We had a good turnout tonight.
Sean?
Yes.
Sean,
Yes.
that was stunningly done. I promise you, I am absolutely blown away the way you do things. Well done.
Thank you.
Yeah, it is
So
very
that
well done.
the LDC for your dishwasher,
Yes.
the rinsade. Would that
Yes.
be diluted or would it be normal?
No, diluted.
Undiluted.
I use a 1 in 5 dilution for ours. And you
1
just
in
put-
5.
Yeah. And you don't have any excessive bubbling or anything like that either. It works really, really well.
Okay. Now I'm going to try it. Okay, super.
Perfect.
Thanks.
What's that for?
In your dishwasher, the LDC works as a rinse aid.
The dishwasher.
Hmm.
Oh, I always put the washing powder. Okay.
Yes,
Dishwasher
use the
too.
laundry powder, and then I use the LDC as a rinse aid.
Oh, really?
Hmm.
Okay. I always use the washing powder without anything else, just two little teaspoons of washing powder.
Yeah.
It's interesting. So you don't do the LDC in place of the washing powder?
No, no, no. Use it as a
You
rinse
do
aid.
it afterwards. Okay. How much do you put, you said?
I just fill up
Teaspoon?
with, I just put a little squirt into the rinse aid area of our dishwasher. You've
But
got a
it's
little,
already mixed.
yeah,
You,
correct,
and your LDC is already mixed into
Correct.
your rinse aid area.
correct.
Oh, okay. All right.
So
Okay.
you
I'll
don't
tell
you
my
don't mix
daughter.
it. You don't mix it to 1 in 5 and pour it in the
Yeah, no.
reservoir.
Yeah, no, I diluted 1 to 5 and then pour that into the rinse aid area of the dishwasher.
Okay. I'll tell my
Okay.
daughter. Okay.
Hmm.
They're good. Yeah. And 2 teaspoons of your washing powder, Sean?
Yes,
2 teaspoons of your washing powder. Okay.
correct,
Okay.
correct. Yes, who else is asking?
It's Sally
Sally,
here.
yes.
The problem I keep coming up against is people, first of all, they say the products are too expensive, and then I explain to them, how they can save money on their budget and blah, 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 blah. But the problem I have is a lot of the ladies that want to use the products have domestic helpers.
Mhm.
And they say that, I mean, I've just spoken to my next door neighbor and she said to me, oh, I'm not going to use the Super 10 anymore because it's just about finished. And I only bought it 5 months ago. And I said to her, well, then your domestic helper's not using it properly. So I've come up with an idea to actually teach the domestic helpers how to use it.
Correct.
Because I just get nowhere with just selling the product because they don't know how to use it. Even
Yes.
though I give them the instruction sheet and what it can be used for, I find continually that they say, no, they're not using it anymore. It's too expensive. But I understand why. I understand their helpers just waste it. Like they waste all the other broke products as well. Have you had this problem?
Yes, regularly. And it comes down to education. So basically we have to educate our customer and then educate their domestic helper as well. And I think
Yeah.
once we can educate the domestic helper, you'll have a customer for life. And you might even find that you can actually get the domestic helper signed up as a distributor too. And help
Yeah,
them.
that's what I
Who
was
wants to say
thinking.
something?
That's what I was thinking too, because once you get, I've had the same problem, Sally, and it's very frustrating. But I find if the maid and the domestics want to understand better and they can use it themselves as well, they'll make a difference in the home that they're working with.
Correct.
You know, they need to do and they need to understand it
Yes.
that way.
Correct.
Correct.
Sean, Charlie
Josh.
Bolton suggests, first of all, a wonderful presentation, well done.
Thank you.
Charlie Bolton suggests if you do deliver Super 10, then please take 2 5-litre empty containers and dilute it in front of them and fill those containers up with water and the dilution rate. Then you take the bottle that the maids are using and they decant it into that bottle. They will not overuse it because they will, if they take 150 mils or 200 mils, if it's the diluted rate, they're not going to use that much anyway. So if you've got to take the empty containers, and he said it's wise money, well invested if you buy the containers when you first deliver your first Super 10, then deliver the empty containers and mix it in front of them. And you won't have that problem with the maid. We used to have it all the time until we started this container business. Thank you.
Thanks
Thank
for
you,
that,
John.
John.
That's good.
Yeah. Good
Thanks,
idea.
John. That's a good idea.
And your empty
works.
5-litre containers are relatively cheap to use. And if necessary, just buy 2 5-litre bottles of water, drink the water, and then you've got the oil dilution there anyway. All right, I'm going to stop
I'm a bit
recording.
lost. I'm a bit lost with all this explanation.